Hello, greetings, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, depending on your time zone. To you, I am glad that I have this opportunity to be a blessing to you. This is George Charisma, and you're welcome to my channel. Please do well to subscribe and do well to click on the notification icon. Of course, I want to remind you that we have been on a journey and we are building on existing assumptions and information, which means that you should kindly and respectfully go back to watch the other videos if you have not, because it will help you to get a clearer picture. We have been talking about purpose, and we have been looking at some of the things that will help you fulfill or manifest your purpose. Very specifically today, we will be exploring the idea, the concept of focus, because you cannot become all that you want to be if you do not have your eyes on the radar, if you don't have your eyes on the big picture, if there is no target you are chasing, if you don't bend the totality of your might, your means and your methods, your resources, and even your attention towards an overriding goal, and then despise every other thing that is a distraction, you cannot amount to much. We have a lot of people who are gifted, who are anointed, who are talented. They have a lot to offer, but they are spreading themselves too thin and too wide because they are trying to do so many things at the same time, and that leaves them in a place where they are spent and they are not able to make the most out of their experiences. So what is it that you can do to live a life of focus in the interest of your purpose? First of all, what is focus? Focus is really about mobilizing and channeling the resources that you have, your energies, and even your attention towards an overriding goal or target, and maintaining that posture until you hit your target. That is what it means to focus. We talk about focus because, one, we live in a world that is rich with distractions. And if you do not know what you want, if you don't have the ability to discriminate between the options that life throws into your face, you will easily be swept away by the wind of distraction. And then that which is supposed to be a priority will become something that is on the side while you focus your attention on that which is optional. Remember, the rule is that you should not major on minors and minor on majors if you are going to make the most of your days on earth. So, of course, the first thing is you have to identify what it is that you need to do with your life. You have to have an overriding goal, a target, something you are chasing, a cause for which you live. It's from there that focus is possible. And then we say you have to bend your might. You have to bend your everything, your resources, your attention. Attention is a currency. You have to only pay that currency into treasuries that will give you a dividend that makes sense. So what does it take for a person to be focused? What does it first of all mean to be focused? The first thing is that to be focused means that you should learn to do one thing at a time. You should learn to do one thing at a time. Chase one goal at a time. Chase one thing at a time. The idea here is that there are many people who are several kilometers wide but very few inches deep. They stretch themselves in different directions. So they stretch themselves thin, they wear themselves thin, and they are not efficient. They are trying to touch everything at the same time, and and they are not able to achieve anything specifically. So the first thing you need to realize is that the world is full of distractions. Therefore, there is need for you to identify one thing and pay attention to it. So focus is learning to do one thing at a time. The second thing is that focus is really about loyalty. Learning to manifest loyalty in a particular direction. It's more like saying that a person who is married should pay attention to nobody else but the one they are married to. That is what loyalty really means. It's more like saying that you should have no other God besides me, as God said it. What that means is you should be able to look towards one direction, give yourself to it, give your heart to it, give all that you are and have towards that direction. Focus means loyalty. undivided loyalty. The third thing is that focus actually means having convictions. You operate with strong convictions that are made of concrete. You are not easily excited, you are not easily blown away. You have an anchor. You know, you have your bearings right. The things that are passing in the world in front of you, the trends that are prospering in the world, do not take you away from where you are heading in life. Your life is driven by firm convictions. A conviction is actually a belief that is welded in your spirit, something that has settled in your own heart, something that your spirit bears witness with. Is no longer something that people told you, is something you have come to accept and then you hold firmly and dearly to. That is what it means to be focused. Finally, to be focused means to not be double-minded. A focused person is not a double-minded person. Remember that when you are double-minded, it means that you can hold on to anything. It means that you can easily abandon where you are going if a better option shows up on the radar. It means that you can easily yield to peer pressure. It means that when people are decided about what they want to do, you find that you are indecisive. You are not able to make decisions because you are double-minded. You do not have a bearing. You are not strong. You are not rooted. You are not firm in the areas where you think you are supposed to establish yourself. So focus means that you don't waver. You don't waver. They say a double-minded person should not think that he will receive anything from the Lord. That's what the Bible says in the book of James. So my encouragement to you today is that in order for you to live out your purpose and become the best version of yourself and manifest your potential to its fullest, you have to learn the art of paying attention to that which really matters. You have to know what to prioritize and you have to know what to trivialize. Don't trivialize priorities and don't prioritize trivialities. Ensure that you know your direction in life, your bearings are right, and do not even allow any opportunity that does not have anything to do with where you are going to become the reason why you will settle for less. Remember that some opportunities are distractions. When you are focused, you become deaf to distractions. You become blind to distractions. And the only thing that you are alive to is your object of pursuit. Think about it. You cannot amount to much when you scatter your energy. When energy is scattered, quality is compromised. So you can reflect on the things that we have talked about, and I'm very, very sure that you will be on your way to purpose if you embrace the principle of focus. This has been George Charisma, inviting you again to like the video, to subscribe to my channel, and of course click the notification icon and drop your contact. See you in the next episode.